shot only. If you place any bets, it's on me. Yeah, you only get one shot, not two. Yeah. But either way, I'm winning if it's not you. If it's not
if
you.
You lose me, I'll be gone forever. I need a woman with class, I need scholarship effort. I need a woman with passion, her heart into something. I need her walking with confidence for Lauren to stepper. Yes, sir. Okay, let's say you be my lady, cause I say you pressure. That mean I take you out rodeo, watch you play dress up. Let's say we lovers and we friends, you got me dropping ushers. Just know I'm very much aware that love can be a hustle. I got a weary heart, baby, from all that I've been through. I only fear of God, baby, that is essential. It's hard to get involved knowing we'd hate the results, cause I love hard. If you cross me, I'm quick to
life with a boss, girl, you can get if you want it. Fuck what it costs, Lil' bae, I'm ready to blow it. No need to talk, if you about it, then show it. It's never cap if I quote it, I better shoot if I told it. Cause I'm giving you one shot only. If you place any bets, it's on me. Yeah, you only get one shot, not two. But either way, I'm winning if it's not you.
This is the Always 14 podcast, recording from Blume restaurant, black-owned restaurant here in Wilmington, Delaware. This is episode 65. This Nas clocking in.
Damn,
Speak clocking in.
This Link clocking in.
This Sticks clocking in.
This shit is clocking in.
And we got...
It's Nery clocking
You ain't even know... You already been here, so you good. You already been here. What's up, Nery?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Welcome back. We here. This restaurant is nice.
Thank you.
It's a cool
I know
vibe in here.
Other guys jealous because I did eat the food before they came. Yeah, but I mean, you snooze, you lose.
I had food.
They fucked with us.
Nas making about everything about him. Like,
but that's because
Nas. You had food?
Nah,
Right, well.
It's
a dark skin thing.
Okay.
Nas, that's why they told us 8 and they was here at 6:33.
Nas was here at 2 o'clock.
Okay. It makes sense.
Nas got dressed here. Nas was here at 2 o'clock.
Nah, for sure.
He was outside holding the umbrella.
Nas hooked the cable up. He don't even work there no more.
Listen, you know what it is.
Anything to make everything work smoothly.
I told Nery 8 first time, and then early I was like 7:30. I was here at 6:20.
Damn. Typical Nas.
He walked in with the Pooh Shiesty mask. All the guests was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, she closed on Mondays.
Why you open just for us?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are
I
privileged.
flew back just for y'all.
Oh, so you
I
really
seen
wasn't
you
on
on the plane.
We saw the wing, but we didn't know, you know, people...
Yeah.
I throw a wing up there in a heartbeat and then turn my phone off. I was in Alaska, baby. I was on business.
Sorry. Cut it back on 84 text.
Yeah. Sorry.
Boy, pissed.
I ain't having enough money to get the Wi-Fi on flight.
You know what?
I was
I've
on
never
Spirit.
turned my phone off. You just gonna have to deal with whatever you deal with.
You want to know what's so funny about that? You know how you be on a plane and they be like, please cut all your phone devices off. I be like, so if I don't put this shit on airplane mode, is this airplane going to drop?
No.
Like, why are you scaring me? Like, why are you putting fear in me?
But if all of us have it on, it can mess with the...
I want to gamble and try that. I want to see what happens.
Listen, fuck it. Let's go.
I'm suing the airline.
If you make it.
I'm all about lawsuits right now.
Black people always want to
don't
sue
say
somebody.
that. Don't say that.
Yo, you ever see...
Me being your lawyer, don't say that.
You ever see a bus crash and be like, damn, they about to get paid.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I be thinking. Like,
no, but see,
damn.
lawsuits really not as easy as people think.
not.
You get on you hear the boy on a radio called Top Dog Law or whatever. You really, to get real paper, you gotta really be fucked up. And I don't want to lose a limb to drive a fucking Bentley.
You gonna get more than
I'ma
what
just
you
work
got in the
hard
car
for
with.
it. Like, I don't want to be the nigga with one pinky in the Bentley.
Speaking of the radio, that one nigga that does
With
all
the voice?
promotions, I fucking
He
hate
said,
you.
come get you
His
a
name-
car.
his
I-
name-
yo,
His name Lucky.
I hate that nigga.
Or Luck.
dog.
His name Luck.
Yo, one day I listened to the radio. He did every commercial.
He be
Every
like,
commercial.
listen, if you got a job,
A paycheck
a
job.
paycheck job, you can give me $300 a week. I will get you in a car, $40,000.
A Benz, a
Yo.
foreign. Like, damn, if I only make $1,200, why do I want a Benz?
That's how niggas is living.
That's how they get you.
The fuck?
I
I'm
only
gonna park
make
that Benz
$1,200. I want a
outside
Bentley.
my mom's
Hey.
crib.
They ain't tell you how long you gonna be paying for that motherfucker.
Don't matter. Don't matter at my
You have a
APR
2000
It's gonna be
26%.
paying
A
for it.
2003 Benz on a 10-year lease.
It's nobody business. My
84-month lease.
84-month
It
lease
don't
with
matter.
84,000 miles on that motherfucker.
My 26% APR don't got nothing to do with y'all. All
That's
right?
true, bro.
When my
Paying
shit clean,
$1,200 a month.
when my shit clean on a nice day like today before the rain, I
And-
felt like it was
until
worth
start
it.
overheating.
So let's get into it. Nery, you want to tell everybody about the...
My restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute, guys. It really is. So a little bit about my restaurant. So it's called Blume. It was inspired by I just wanted something to be light, airy, freshy. So that's how I came up with the name, to be honest. I just felt like any restaurant business I decided to get into, I just think the name really speaks on the environment. And so Blume was very catchy. If I would have spelled it the correct way, I didn't think it would have showed the character that I was going to bring to it. So that's how I actually came up with the name Blume.
It's nice. It's really, really nice. It's really definitely nice. How long have you been working on?
I've been working on this for a while. Since August. Yeah, it was a mess when I walked in. And I just took my time. I realized the pressure to open was everybody else's expectations of me, not my own. And I was like, why am I on everybody else's time clock?
Right.
And so I did it at my own pace. And then I've learned that, I can't wait to touch on this. I learned that social media only shares like a half of a narrative of what are you doing?
Right.
And then if you open, well, what are you doing next? Hold on. Like, let me appreciate what I got going on and let you congratulate me for what I'm working on instead of pushing it. So what I did was I will not have a grand opening or anything like that. I just want to do good business. So when I decided to open, I actually said I'm opening today.
Right.
That's cool.
I remember we had a conversation.
Yeah.
You was like, I ain't having no grand opening. Just come down.
Yeah.
Because I was like, when you open up, you're like, I ain't having no grand opening. Just come down. We open.
I just felt like when you have a grand opening, you don't get the quality of meeting the people. And then if you don't have enough food, like for us, unfortunately, anytime a black person, Hispanic person opens up a restaurant, it's immediately, is it soul food?
Right.
I think that's a very shallow narrative. I know black people that got Chinese stores.
Right.
You know, I know some Hispanics that have, you know, different types of foods in their restaurants. So I knew that was going to be a stigma. So I just wanted the work to actually just show itself so that you couldn't put it in a category of any sort. So this is nothing of a soul food restaurant at all. It is. I do market this idea of a brunch location. And what I mean by brunch is I wanted my hours to fit my lifestyle, meaning my home. You know, last time I was on here, I talked about my kids. I'm big on dropping my own kids off at school. They ain't catching no bus.
Well, let's say fuck them kids.
Nah,
FTK, baby.
No, not my kids. But yeah, I'm big on being very present and predominantly in their lives. So whatever I do, it had to be around their schedule.
Gotcha.
And so we decided to go with the hours 9 to 4:30. That way I literally can still pick up my kids and they can come here or be a part of it. And I waited. I opened up other restaurants and helped other people. So I realized watching their mistakes, because I've seen other people, they're still in business, and I get to watch what they're not doing, what I would like to do, and vice versa. And I think when people don't focus on their own brand, and when you come out and you open yours, it almost seems like it challenges them for them to want to look at you and be like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Right.
So sometimes it's like, you know, it wasn't that you didn't think of it, is you weren't really focused on your own business.
Right.
Like I already had a model in my head for this type of restaurant. I have a model for the other restaurant I want. So this is one of these things where most people don't know, like, I love the restaurant business. I love food. This is a retirement thing where I get to be the old lady smiling everybody's face coming out.
You've seen generations coming into the place, your place of business.
And not only that, I think we lose the idea of having our families be a part of it. The Asians, the Africans, they all got their kids in their business. We the only ones send our kids to daycare. My kids is right here with me.
Right. Yeah, that's a good thing.
So
they got to learn.
Yeah.
One day it'll be their business.
That's a very good point. You know, you go in a Hispanic store and the cashier be the girl, and she's smart with math. She don't need no help. Like you know what I'm saying.
When I go to the Jamaican store, it's always a kid taking my order.
Yeah.
And he don't never get my oxtail gravy.
Well, that's because it's you. Like. That's because it's you.
Anyway.
Yeah. So my son, my oldest son, he's 19, and he actually is my customer service person. Everybody loves Nick's. I've actually lent him to other friends of mine that had restaurants. And when people come here and they understand that he knows customer service and it's a male, it also offsets the balance of the service here.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're served by a woman.
Right.
You know, and sometimes, you know, yeah, she'll tip the other girl, but when she sees a nice looking guy too, he also gets the benefit. You know?
Right.
My daughter, she quits every Saturday at 3:30. She quits every Saturday. I tell her she gotta wait until 4:30. She don't even know that's when we done anyway. And initially, I had My 13-year-old son was washing dishes. This is the funniest thing. He was breaking every glass in there to make sure.
Make sure he ain't leave nothing on it.
You need to hire somebody else because this ain't for me. That's what he told me.
Well, but when you said that learning from other people's mistakes, like running the business, I seen an interview. Dame Dash was just on Shannon Sharp. He got a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Sharp asked him about. I know it's like sort of kind of off, but it's like from learning other people's mistakes. He said, "How did you learn to come in the game and own your masters?" He said, when other artists before you ordered, they like it was a conflict with them getting their masters and their rights to their music. He said, "I learned from them.
Yep.
I didn't just my knowledge of them learning. Like I already knew what I didn't want to do and I didn't want to go through, so I already knew from the rip I wanted to own my music. It wasn't hard, you know what I mean? So that was just like learning from people's mistakes.
I mean, literally, I remember I opened up a restaurant for these guys, and they wanted to have this grand opening. They kept pushing me. I knew what it was going to do. This place was packed. 2 hours waiting on food. And I'm talking about, when you do soul food, people expect that food to come out in seconds because they think it's already pre-prepped.
Right.
Guess what? When
It's
you're
not.
doing chicken orders, still I got to drop chicken, fry fish, whatever the case may be. Orders get messed up. We are not, I don't know how, after all the, can I cuss on here?
Fucking right.
After all the shit we've been through, we can't be patient. Like,
Right.
we have no patience or no tolerance for our own. So it's like, once you do that the first time, one bad word of mouth travels. And so what I wanted to do differently was that I opened on my own merit, meaning like, you going to have to hear it from somebody else. You going to have to see it, and then it'll intrigue you to come.
Right.
Because, I mean, I've had different syndications already reach out to me about, when did you open? How long have you been open? Can we come and interview? Can we come see the space? Are you willing to are you willing to go somewhere else? Are you going to open up another location? They have no idea. I opened up on February 9th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just, one day I was at the house and I was like, yo, just open. I started becoming paranoid. Like, and here is some things that are not done. And I kept letting that hold me up.
Instead of just going with
Like, it was just one of those things, like, it's like, this ain't done. Well, I ain't opening until it get done. My granite tops didn't come in. The furniture. It was like little things that I was like, yep, I ain't opening. And then I just said to myself, I'm like, I've been in places where I'm like, damn, this place is a mess and the food is rocking. And the food is rocking.
Every place I've been to in New Orleans like that.
Yeah, so
I love a dirty floor.
Oh. So what I said to myself is two things: ensure the quality of the food and ensure the quality of customer service. And everything else will work itself out, and it really has. It really has.
It's good, man. It's definitely. Like I said, I wanted to come show you love because when we was doing the podcast, you was like, "Yeah, I'll come on." I don't, you know what I mean? Like we were just starting out, so it was like, I gotta come down here and show you love. You know what I mean?
I noticed like amongst us when we're on social media, you'll find genuine people, and then you'll find ingenuine people.
Right.
And I think genuine people will naturally offer their services to
right.
you. Ingenuine people be like, I mean, what's the exchange? Like the text message. I said, I looked at this text message and it just, I mean, it brought all of 2000 out of me. Like it brought all of the 2000 out of me. And I was just like, the easiest way to respond to that message was not to respond at all. Like we're not even on the same page, on the same level. I don't even know why you reached out to me. Again, remember what I said.
Right.
My phone number has an expiration date. I'm gonna repeat that. I've had this number for 17 years, but my phone number has an expiration date.
So soon you won't be able to get in contact with
Yeah.
So old players, shoot your shot back again. Spin the block.
I want to ask you about you had
a post that went viral.
About dating a hardworking man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, before we get there, let me ask you a question. So you're a restaurant owner, and I go to a bunch of these places, and the black places they got the dress codes. You can't wear this. You can't wear that. Like, how you feel about dress codes with your restaurant? I mean, explain it to me.
So honestly, even with alcohol, it brings a certain type of clientele. And so if you push a person out, I don't want you wearing Tim's baggy clothes, that person that dresses like that is not going to come to your establishment. So you're trying, as a business owner, you're trying to avoid the inevitable because unfortunately you may be very confident. The man sitting across the room in them baggy clothes may not be, and unfortunately there's no TVs in the place. So we're constantly making eye contact. Now we got a problem. Unnecessarily, it really has nothing to do with ego. So when you're trying to run your business, You don't want that type of environment. So you try to avoid it at all costs by putting all these type of limitations for you to want to come to the restaurant. So for me, it's business casual. I welcome anyone, but at the same time, I will turn you down. If I feel like you about to be threatening, females too, the colorful hair, the attitude, the entitlement. I don't know what it is with us that we feel comfortable telling someone else how to run their business. We the only people that do that. When I was painting the outside of this building, people was like, when y'all open it? It was like this close to just saying something crazy. And I said, I just paint the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It never, I don't know why we feel so comfortable amongst us to ask questions. We'll never ask any other race that question. Or y'all not going to have mac and cheese? Like, hell no. No, I'm not. Take your ass to Karen's or whatever. Whoever sell it where you been getting it. But I can't say that. I have to think it. And
so when your food rocking and you got this nice drinks going on and you got the playlist popping that we heard already.
Yeah,
like
we have our own playlist.
How you gonna stop them from getting on the chair and start twerking?
Well, we don't tennis that. Okay.
I mean, when you got the Sundays 90s playlist rolling.
We don't. We have a selective playlist. There is nothing that goes.
If Total and 112 come on, I don't know how you're going to stop it.
It's not on my playlist.
Oh. No Uncle Luke.
There's no Uncle Luke.
It's no
Uncle Luke.
There's no Uncle Luke.
No Juvenile. No, 2000.
I can't wait till I Bonnect.
Let me Bonnect, Nery. I'm coming. They be like, who this nigga? Talking about you want Bonnect to the playlist. I'm definitely playing some City Girls.
I'm playing.
That's what I was feeling though. Sometimes I just feel like some places kind of push us out. Just because of the way we dress, and I'm like, man, we control fashion.
I mean, in a sense, I agree. In a sense, I disagree. It is the type of people. Now, I would hate to classify a group of people by the way they dress, but essentially,
you have to.
Okay,
sometimes
so
it's the truth, though.
To piggyback off of that, right? I don't go to places. This is my hair. I'm not going anywhere that y'all have hookah. I'm not going where y'all smoking in there at all. Because of my hair. This doesn't come off my head and I sit it on my dresser. I ain't trying to be shady. I'm just saying. So for me, after I've worked hard, put on perfume, got my hair done, I'm not going to be anywhere where I cannot talk, hear myself, and have people smoking around me. So to me, I feel like every business has their own model of things. Like if you notice, I don't have any TVs. So my turning of tables, I'm here to make money and quality of service so you can get out of here and the next person can come.
Absolutely.
Right.
There's a difference in everybody's business. For me, I have a friend who owns a restaurant and bar, lounge, whatever, in Atlanta. He just opened in Atlanta. He has one in Miami, which is the biggest one, Victory. What's up, Rico? And one in DC. His sections are $5,000 though. You could spend a night if you want to in this month for $5,000.
Right.
But that's not my clientele. So for me, it's like you have to do what works for you and you have to represent your business. You got to stand by your model of your business. A lot of us don't have a business plan. I specialize in business plans. People don't know. They come to me for that type of business. Now I'm here doing my own, and it's like I watch people start doubling back where things they should have been moving forward way ahead of me. So it's like, okay, I get it. So I'm not in competition with anybody. I love everything that everybody else is doing. I've supported everybody that's doing the business. I admire everybody that has done it because this isn't the type of business people think like restaurant businesses fail. They only fail when you're not involved in it. The restaurant business is made for you to have a chef invested in the restaurant business.
Gotcha.
If you don't, you can't ensure the food, the quality, which is the main thing. Who goes to a baby shower? We expecting the food, the cake and the food. We don't give a damn about that baby coming
The meatballs for sure.
pretty
Same
much.
thing with
Chicken.
the weddings.
Yeah.
You realize like damn, the dad wasn't here.
You don't realize that till you get home.
Yeah, and people will wait for good food.
Absolutely.
But if the service is bad and the food is bad, we got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna complain. So that's one of the things. Like for me, I'm not for everybody anyway, and I'm not trying to touch everybody. I just want 10% of consistent business is how you become a millionaire in anything you do. There is somebody that's constantly buying them J's or whatever them ones or whatever they're called, them Jordan ones that everybody keep buying. There is a client base just for that. There is a client base for Herbalife. There is a client base for
Nigga, please. Pepsi and Crimpers is your diet.
there is a model for that. And like right now for me, mine's is brunch. cute drinks. These women are coming in here spending, I don't even want to get into that, but just for pictures in that mirror, the way I decorated the bathroom, they're coming for that. And that's my market. So I'm not really concerned about who is not coming here. I'm just happy for the people that are, and the continuousness of that growth, and the fact that I plan on moving it to another state and keep going and keep going. So that's really, for me, my biggest thing is quality and customer service. I ain't no Chick-fil-A, but you learn when you really want it. You'll learn what they do, and they spend their time on training.
Absolutely.
Like the first day you work for me, you have to work for free. I gotta see, can you really do what you say? And if you can't, I'm firing you. That's it. Because I don't get a second chance. No one, when you mess up something in here, no one's gonna think about you as an individual. They're gonna say, I went to Nery's restaurant and that shit was a mess. I went to Nery's restaurant. I went to Blume. They're never gonna bring up who I hired. They're going to bring up me as an entity or my business. So I don't have the luxury of fucking around with people that think they can just do whatever they want. So that's really where I'm at with this business. Ensuring the quality and customer service is big to me.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I get it, because I don't care who owns it, who whatever. If the customer service bad, I'm not going back.
Exactly.
And I don't just act towards my own like black
People,
restaurants.
Anywhere
You got. I don't care. We talked about it maybe 2 episodes ago about, can one bad employee make you not shop at?
Hell yes.
I said that. I won't go back. I don't care. I don't care that customers are always right. I don't care how you feel. They are always right.
They are.
They always
They're also
right.
entitled.
Yeah,
But also when you running a business and you got a business behind you that you're trying to push out there, you have to be mindful of that. This is my brand. My name speak on it. One bad review will go further than one good review. That should be like 1,000 times more than one good. You can have,
because negativity breeds.
It spreads faster.
right.
It's
Breeds
something
attention.
to talk about
Yeah.
in this day and age.
Yeah.
Anything negative is
any
worth
day
talking
and age,
about.
bro. Any day and age, negativity is going to go 10 times further than one negative. 10,000
Absolutely.
positive comments. You can have you look at Yelp and you look at reviews. You're like, damn, you see a
First
good
of all,
review,
let me
5
give you
stars.
a
You're gonna read the one with the 1 star, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to see what they talking about. You don't care about the 5 stars because you already are. They're gonna say something good. Let me see what they say bad.
That's how the algorithms is for those websites, though. It's usually like they show you like one good one, and then it's like.
Speaking of that, we were on Open Table way before we were even open, right? And this lady actually left a review, and I'm trying to figure out. I tried to even comment and go back to the review. I couldn't even
When
comment.
did you hear? When were you here?
Yeah, and she was like, and they told us that the kitchen was closed. I'm like, ain't nobody talked to you. There's
Right.
no way. We were not open in October.
Right.
So I had to contact Open Table and say, listen, I need you to get this off. And they were like, okay. But the fact that, and 38 people looked at that.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell?
Right.
And I didn't.
And
pay
then you had to
attention.
go through all that just to get it off. Did you get it off?
I got it off.
That
but
was just
in
some
my
hate,
head,
though.
That too.
It's a dirty game. Like,
Well, this is with that being said, that's why I'm saying you have to be mindful of who your clientele is. I don't care to entertain certain people. Like, there's a percentage of people that's your client who's not. But if you try to entertain everybody, you're going to get that. You're going to get them haters. You really are.
You can't
because
please everybody.
You can't please everybody. You gotta be able, and for me, being here and being a minority, we forget the fact that we have always been comfortable and being uncomfortable going into any establishment, whether they want us there or not.
right.
But having white people come to your side, Caucasians, whatever,
YT.
having them come to your establishment, you have to make them feel comfortable because they don't feel comfortable coming to your establishment. And if you pay attention, I definitely promote that. I want all business. I'm thankful that you share this black-owned business idea, but I don't even believe in that. I believe in good business and good quality because if I make my business well enough that someone else wants to buy it, then I did the right thing.
Right.
You want to model your business that somebody else wants to purchase it. That's the idea. Like I follow Shaq and all the things he's done and all the franchises he purchased and things like that.
Shaq
so
rich as a motherfucker.
yeah, so I think and I've also learned to let anything go, meaning anything go. Like, yeah, I might have did this. I'll walk away from it for a better opportunity.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you put that drink specifically in that sexy glass for sticks? Because he
Well,
wasn't
that's
sexy?
what he asked for.
Did he?
The
Oh, see,
drink
that's
that
what it
he
was.
asked
I
for.
didn't know it came in a sexy glass, but
It's called a coupe's glass.
it's very suiting. It really is. It screams me.
Oh no! So we're gonna get back to the post about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if you don't know, she posted about a hardworking man, hardworking man dating a hardworking man, and I know I had reposted it. And I seen some other girl reposted it, and she was like, something about these bitches be pick me bitches and this and that, and I was like, wait, if you missed the whole concept of the whole fucking thread, it's on. I know it's on your
Oh, so I do this, I do this, but then I be having to chill because I have such a great love for black men or just men in general. So I'll share my experiences in a way where other women will not be transparent and share it. Mm-hmm. So I think the expectation on black men specifically is unrealistic. Number one,
preach, queen.
Number one, the challenges that y'all have to face daily, just being black, going to work, being fathers, just being men. You know, your counterpart or even your coworker, y'all may be working there for the same amount of years, and you may get looked over just because you're black. A lot of people don't want to touch on that.
Just being a black man walking to the store.
Yeah, like anything. Are you coming back?
Exactly.
Driving a nice car can get you stopped because they thought you stole it. It's just so many.
Or that you think you sell drugs, so you got drugs in there.
So many intricate things that we women don't want to admit it, but we are really ungrateful. And so I made this post, and I do this often, but I had to slow it because it warrants some women that can't think outside the box. And I'm human just like anybody else, and I just don't go back and forth. I don't tennis arguing over social media because I think it's beneath me. But some people will push a button. So I had touched on dating a hardworking man, and what I was saying is, like, every day is not every day that you're with. Imagine living with somebody. For me, I will never do that. I don't believe in cohabitating. So dating a hardworking man, it's a time and a place where every day is not date night. Every day we not cuddling. Every day I can't show up and hug you and tell you all these affirmations and build you up, because I got to save that for myself too, to be this man, to rejuvenate myself, rebuild myself, and figure some things out. And half of the time we're not patient enough. We think y'all are really supposed to already have money, degrees, a house, just all of these things, and women forget that we were actually made to help y'all be the best that y'all can be, not you be the best that you can be.
Preach.
And then I come along and walk into your life. That's not how it
They not gonna like that.
They ain't gonna like that one.
They ain't gonna like that one.
They gonna spam your page.
Nery said it, y'all. Nery said it, ladies.
My page got deleted. That's why I said let me stop. They what's that They gonna hate me.
They gonna hate me for this.
Sure.
Oh, they gonna hate
gonna
me
like
for
none
this. They're
of
not gonna
this.
like none of this.
Before you
Like
say it,
none of
you
this.
stuff like, all right, so I know y'all ladies like the rumble.
do.
I know y'all like the
I
tussle.
like the tussle,
I
but
do. I usually started off with saying, "Hey, ladies, listen up. This is for the fellas, but at the same time, be mindful." I try to really get women to just listen from a different point of view. I've been married. I've been engaged. I've been a girlfriend. You know, I have kids. Can't no man make me be on my best behavior to be in a relationship.
Right.
So to me, it's like,
Like you want to wild out?
Right.
no, what I'm saying.
hey, you mind if I wild out?
No, what I'm saying is I'm not in a rush to do anything I've already experienced. So what's there is going to be there for me, whether it's you, somebody else, or whatever the case may be. So it's either I'm going to be patient enough to let you develop and we work together, or we need to just go our separate ways. And I think a lot of women have this, like, you know what, if you don't come emotionally available, like, bitch, I don't know you. Why would I come emotionally available?
Right.
Like,
Damn.
So
Damn. Let me get some snaps on that one.
so I just think these women I think social media has, everybody is making these TikToks. First of all, I want to know who is the camera guy, or why are you staging this camera for these intimate, first of all, in the bed, they're like bedroom, you rubbing my ass. It's just too much. It's just too much.
That and then the motherfuckers who stage their camera to clean. That is some
Yeah,
weird
that's
shit.
burning me out. You just
What
want
are
to
you
show
doing?
girls
Just
you got a
clean.
nice apartment.
Just
I'm
clean.
cool with that. But why?
Well,
I gotta know how many sheets is going in your washing machine.
I don't
bro.
know what's
Like,
going on with that.
That's just a lot.
But social media has become, I remember when privacy was a thing. privacy was a thing.
It's nothing.
And unfortunately, ladies, no man is going to want his personal life on display. I don't care how much he loves you. Your time is ticking. Your time is ticking because it's things that are going on that you make sure you don't post. Mm-hmm. And now you want to make sure you post every detailed moment of happiness, which is not reality. Because, happiness is actually something that is happening at the moment. You got to have joy. And you also need to know, like, this whole idea, he can't come into my life unless he's creating peace. You a damn demon yourself.
Right. And that's what we talked about. What previous episode we was like, what does it mean to be somebody peace?
Right.
So for me, right? Oh, buddy. Go ahead.
Let's tell it. What does be your peace mean?
So my peace, right? I don't ask any questions. This is going to be.
They ain't gonna like that one.
They ain't gonna like
that. They might want to tussle too. They ain't
gonna like none of this.
They gonna call you all types of pick me's.
So
Chef pick me.
It's two things I can literally show you my text messages. I never say what are you doing or where you at. I don't care. The other thing is
trigger. Where you at? Wow, what's up?
Well, no, it's not that. I'll tell you why. Then the other thing is I will call you once and I'll shoot you a text. That's it. Eventually, you'll call me back. And it's my immediate response. I'm going to be like, well, what took you so long to call me back? Number one, anything could have happened. I've gone 5 days without talking to somebody and still reached out. It wasn't a pride thing. It was, hey, you know what? Is there a loss in communication? Is there something going on that I'm just not aware of? Because I will see how long a person will go without reaching out to me or whatever. They may not know that I know that they up to some bullshit, but I don't really care. That's not even why we're dealing with, like, everybody's temporary until it's permanent. It's temporary. Why would I beat myself up wondering what else you're doing?
Y'all was cool after the 5 days?
Yeah, we're straight.
It's funny that you said that about the text messages because another female we had on the show, her name is Sumi. She has like a magazine, Rawcast magazine. She does a magazine and a podcast. So she had tweeted, a man can text a woman good morning every single morning, and the one time he doesn't, she'll be in her feelings big time instead of just texting him for once.
Absolutely, she will be.
Yeah, she said, and she was like, I've been this woman before. She's like, I've been this woman before, and we were ridiculous with this.
But then she was getting all type of feedback on there where women was defending that shit.
Right.
Like,
let me tell you something.
Good morning ain't even the best thing to say to me in the morning.
It's not. But I will say this. That's my point. The sense of entitlement. I tell people all the time, like, the first time you do it, I'll give you a warning. If you say to me, you ain't see me text you, why you ain't call me back? As soon as you get me on the phone, if I call you back after, and the first thing you say is, you ain't see me texting you, or why, asking me any questions instead of saying, how are you? Is everything okay? If you don't check for me first to make sure I'm good,
man,
I already know this is going to be a conflict of interest because I have other stuff going on.
I'm really big on that, and I mean really big on that. Anytime a man or woman doesn't answer their phone, the first thing that people think is somebody else.
I may be.
How about you ask, am I okay? Right. Are you all right?
This is the thing.
Then ask that.
No,
I don't mind you asking that afterwards.
But this is the thing. Let's be real. I may be. If I'm amazing, what makes you think I'm the only one that wants to be the only one?
Look at feet.
Oh, man. Preach. Look at feet.
Amazing. You amazing, bro?
Whoa.
I'm just asking.
I'm exceptional.
Right.
But it's crazy though, because you'll see a lot of people like, you'll see the tweets like, oh, a nigga, this guy can't go missing for 5 hours. Like, the nigga probably was asleep. But why does his day have to revolve around you all day? Like, he has a million things going on.
My thing is, why you not as busy as me?
Right.
Well, that's another thing. Like, that can be a beautiful thing, and that can also be a challenging thing. Like, I don't mind a long distance relationship. I like you to be close enough to get to, but far enough that you ain't a distraction.
Right.
That so right there. Me, I love that right there.
So to me, that works
she wrote a book, bro. She wrote a book.
Dating a single mom.
Dating a single mom. a businesswoman.
Unicorn.
Realistically, like, when you're trying to, men and women, when you're working on something, it is a lot of time and effort to put into somebody. Like, you want me to get dressed today and tomorrow and fuck you all night? When am I supposed to sleep?
Work.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Yeah,
all night. We 2 of them. And that's including foreplay. That's including foreplay. Ballpark figure 7.
You should have started the foreplay before I got there.
That road should be running. I should walk into here. Okay.
Nicer item.
All right.
Had me wonder, are you giving a shape up or you getting ready?
It's not like a barbershop in there, man. What's going on? You ready for me?
A heated blanket?
But it's crazy all the things that people say you gotta bring so much now. It's like, damn, I
Nah.
can't just come with me no more.
People don't go off
it's
vibes
crazy.
no more.
I'll share this. I will share this. It is crazy about how prayer and manifesting and anything you think literally will come to life. So every experience I've ever had has been completely different. I go into it with a different mindset. I go into it with a different set of challenges for myself. I'm not the best communicator. I just don't care. I'm an only child. I'm self-absorbed. So if it ain't about me, I don't give a fuck. You can have a wife, some kids. I don't give a. When it's my time, it's my time. I don't care what you got going on. So for me,
What if he asking for feet? What if he has a husband?
No.
All right, cool. All right, proceed. My apologies.
There's always an exception to the rule. You know?
I'm just saying, like, realistically, I can't be consumed or worried about something that has nothing to do with me. And initially, women imagine it's automatically another woman.
Absolutely.
And it can be, because y'all are not wired like us. You can have a fetish for women. What I would love, this is what I would love, is that I meet somebody that thinks they're thorough enough to tell me that, though. If you thorough enough where you think you that nigga, or you that man, and you carry yourself a certain way, and I want somebody to say to me, listen, this is what I got going on, and if you ever cross the line to jeopardize whatever I got going on, we done. But this is what I got.
That doesn't happen?
No, that hasn't never happened.
You always find out on the back end?
I kind of already know.
Okay.
Because sometimes guys play themselves where they think, like, nigga, you're not husband material.
Right.
Like,
I just want you
material.
the same reason you think
Right.
you want me.
You thinking that, you're going to be in a position, like, I have no intentions on taking this anywhere.
Just want a little fun in the sun.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, so, but I think it's
Seasonal.
one of those things, yeah.
It's okay.
Have you ever dated outside your race?
Yes.
We had sit down.
I wasn't there that day. Remember?
Oh, you wasn't there.
I
Oh,
was
yeah,
away.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. Kevin Samuels keep telling these black men that there's a limit of them. You do know we have the largest continent in Africa of black men, ladies. So Americans tread lightly. That's all I'm saying. Just tread lightly. So.
Okay.
Well, Lynn, you good then.
Dr. Umar would not be appreciative of that. And his school is right down the street.
He never opened.
Yeah.
never
He
opened.
never gonna open it, but the building is right down the street.
Because he can't get no.
They're not sending the cash checks.
Electricians.
They stopped sending the cash
checks.
checks.
What?
Troy, you want to?
No.
Never mind.
He
Yeah,
want us to
but
go do
seriously,
it for free.
dating a hardworking man, it really takes somebody that understands what that looks like. And unfortunately, what women don't want to realize, baby girl, you might be the beginning. You may not be the end. You might be the build up for him to, become the type of man he's supposed to be. So you got to figure out when you want to fall in line. Do you want to be a part of it? You want to be a part of his progress? Or do you want to be the woman he marries?
Right.
And that comes an intricate part. I mean, women forget that they also got to be in the friend zone for some years too.
Speaking of that though, I'm gonna start down there with Shiz, right? It was a post. A female posted. She said,
No, it said the win.
she said a man will know if he wants to marry you 6 months. 6 months in, he don't need 4 years.
That's a lie.
I don't think you know in 6 months. I don't think that's true. I mean, honestly, sometimes the person you meet within the first 6 months might not be that same person down the line. So I don't believe that's true. But you may see certain characteristics in a person that you may want to see in a potential wife. But me personally, I don't think I'll go into nothing just 6 months in. I'm just ready to, throw the towel in.
Right. What about you? I was going. I'm
So
go around.
I'm a little half and half with that.
Why is
Being as
that?
though I got married in 9 months.
Okay, so tell me
So
why you.
I'm getting there, bro.
All right.
Be patient, Maury Povich. I'm getting there. Calm down, bro.
That's Judge Joe Brown.
Jerry Springer.
My apologies. Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Black man.
Black man. Steve Harvey.
I essentially I feel like you do know who you're gonna marry. You know. Like I got married 9 months. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But that was just because we grew apart. We were younger. We got married very young, and then we weren't mature enough for what the expectations of marriage was. And I'll be the first person to admit that I didn't know what a husband was. Like when I first got married, I thought being a husband was just a title. Like it's like, okay, now I'm not your boyfriend, I'm your husband. I didn't know no better. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it embodied. Now I know that, so now I know what I'm looking for is different than what I was looking for at the time. And but I don't think now I would get married. I wouldn't know that I'm gonna marry somebody in 6 months because I done been head over heels in love with somebody in 6 months, and then the 7th month I wanted to punch their teeth out.
6 month and 5th day.
Like
6 months and 1 hour.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, granted, and I say I wanted to punch. I would never punch a woman. I've never have. Let me put that out there. I don't want to be on no shade room being battered. And, none of that. I've never done it. And you can run my back.
You wouldn't be the one being battered.
I've been battered. I've had my ass whooped by multiple women. Do I feel like I could have won the fight? Yes. But did I? No. All right. But anyway, no, I don't agree. And like I said, I had to tell that at one point I thought I did. And then essentially you learn that you have to see people through everything. Ups, downs, laughs, cries. I need to see you more. I need to see everything. And I hate to say that I have to see you more, but it's all a process. It's all how you handle things and your mental when you're working through the issues. And then,
my bad. I was about to say I agree with you like that. That 6 months could be y'all could be going through a great time.
Still
like,
honeymoon
I don't know what it's like to see you going through your down and outs, or for you to see me going through my downs, like and my lows. So it's like that type of shit lets you really see a person's personality when I'm not this persona of what you think I am over this 6 months. Like when you getting to know a real person with they day in and day out, I think that should just show a major difference. So it take time.
Nah, but we all being shown on the same
page.
To me,
yeah.
What about you, Lim? How you feel?
I think we talked about this before when Nery was on. Kind of piggyback, you got to kind of see people in a bunch of different seasons. So the grieving, the happy, the sad, and then even more now once you get older, like your parents and how you handle money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your mental health, like how you know what I'm saying? Your self-care, different things like that. So, like, all that kind of adds to it. That's just the short answer. I'm going to keep it short. What about you? Go ahead.
6 months is definitely a no. But I don't feel like it's a time limit. I'm not saying it should be 20 years, but in the simplest term, what's the rush on something that's supposed to last forever?
Right.
Then it's like you got social media influencing people to just go get married for the image of it. All my homies like, come on, let's go throw some suits on. We gonna get some likes to be on the shade room because my wedding gonna do some numbers.
I'm a fake crowd.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
That's
at the end of the day, that's really what people are into. Like, even this has nothing to do with that. But just saying, like, what you said about grand openings, it'll be a million people that came to your grand opening to come take pictures and be like, oh, this shit was jumping. I was here, and never come back again, or never had no thought of even coming if they ain't think certain other people was gonna be here.
Yeah.
That's what people do. But
all right, so 6 months, no marriage for you. 6 months, track hawk in her name. Go.
yes,
Okay.
because I could commit to the track hawk for life. I want to
commit to no track off for life.
I want
Commit to the track hawk for 12 months tops.
48 weeks.
12
But
months
no,
tops.
yeah, but seriously, I don't know.
Not even that.
I don't think like in 6 months. Just think about, have you ever moved in with somebody that fast, or like live with somebody that fast?
No.
You got what I mean? Because I mean now. Back in the day, they say you're not supposed to live with nobody before you get married. I need to know how you live.
What?
That should show you a
Part of it.
lot.
You know what I mean? That's essential. Like, I don't even know if me and you like cuddle compatible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the simplest thing.
You might
like,
want me to be the big spoon every night.
Girls talk about guys leaving the toilet up. Why is it eyelashes on the counter? Like,
Why is it makeup on the
like,
motherfucking sink?
so
or
many
inside
little
the sink?
variables that you really got to
Why
learn.
are you squeezing the toothpaste in the
Yeah.
middle instead of
Rolling it up.
It's things that you just like,
Why
and
is a
then
big
at the
glob
end
of
of the day,
toothpaste in the
there's
sink?
never going to
My
be
pet
nobody that you ever meet, and it's like you're a match made in heaven. You're going to find somebody
That'll probably drive you crazy.
It's going to be somebody that do enough shit that you could be like, all right, I could put that to the side.
Yeah.
Right.
That ain't enough
ain't
for me
enough
to
for
just be like, all right.
Yeah.
But as far as the
That's
time
it.
limit, I don't know. It shouldn't be no time limit on it, but just do it when you want to do it. Don't do it because you pressured. Don't do it because you feel like
Social media.
ultimatum. Like if somebody gave you an ultimatum on marriage, then you should just let them go because now they got to start back up to try to get somebody else that ultimatum. So now they back to square one, thinking that they left you for a reason. Like that don't make any sense to me.
So true.
Like,
So true.
You're not gonna marry me in 3 months, Daquan. I'm leaving. Now you see her 3 years from now. She done been in 4 fucked up relationships.
You got 2 kids. About
Like now it's just done, and you done really got married because you done found somebody
Yeah,
that really
waited.
gave you the chance to want to be you or perfect yourself.
Now Daquan happy as hell.
You got to get your finances in order. That's like, for instance, you can't marry nobody and just you got your name all tied up in businesses and all that. You would be a fool to just go marry somebody don't know what they got going on.
What about how you feel?
Next thing you know, they.
I mean, I kind of figure how you feel, but go ahead.
What about it? How I feel feel about marriage. You can't live in my house. I don't know.
How that's gonna work?
Right.
What you mean?
It's that Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah said. They got
Yeah,
their
she
own
said
house or
that.
something like that?
We
She
talked
said-
about that joint. Oh,
talked
you
about
were,
that.
yeah, you weren't
Yeah,
there, but
okay,
we had a joint
so,
with like, would you live separately from your spouse? Or
would
what?
love that.
Absolutely, I would love that.
Only thing is, I might have girls at their spot.
That's your business.
You
That's your
said-
business.
No
I mean,
popping up.
I
You
can
not
have
popping
multiple
up.
wives, so I mean, maybe my other wife is there that day.
That is really cool, man.
6 months. I'm Muslim. Yeah, we get 2 weeks. What's up? Same goes for the divorce. I'm joking. But,
She not joking. Y'all. She not joking.
Her DM is open.
no, I think that when people are ready, just like in any relationship, when they're ready, they're ready. And for my experiences with men, I feel I've had this. I literally had somebody ask me to say, "Yo, we just need to elope." I was like, I couldn't figure out the words to respond because if you said it, you might have really meant it, or you could be saying it as a joke. So I just kind of like I said, "Inshallah." Everything is. I didn't really know what to say.
Or you could have been, boy, fuck you. That could have been it also.
So-
No, I didn't say that because you never know. But in my head, I feel like when you're ready, you just ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the sad part about it is the person that's ready when they're ready, it really isn't a matter of a person because the things that you're willing to do for the person when you're ready are completely different for the person that kept bugging you to do it. Like my ex-husband was livid at the fact that I covered up. He was like, I had to argue with you about tight-fitted clothes and now you completely covered. I'm like, hey.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I
What's the
did.
thing about tight-fitted clothes?
Well, we're Muslim.
Muslim, you
so-
can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was livid at the fact that, wow, I'll leave you alone. Now you ain't got a problem.
that's something he was struggling with you, I guess, or
His
and
whole
then-
life. We
and
dated
then-
in high school.
okay.
Like, it's not. I mean, the little figure been there. It's not going anywhere.
Sister Donkey.
You know.
But even that, like that comes with growth. What they may not have been comfortable
That
doing
definitely
with
come with
you.
growth.
No,
It
he
does come
still
with
had,
growth.
comes with
but he
growth.
still had a problem regardless. Like now that I was doing it, it was now more of an issue that he made it about him instead of the fact that it was self growth.
Yeah, it's growth. Absolutely.
So I think that people got to realize when you get married, it's a sacrifice, which is a crazy one. I don't know about that.
To me,
That thing is just. First of all, it turns into something else. Once you get married, I don't know if it's a halo that says you belong to me. you're that husband or that wife title starts to have wings. I have no idea, but it turns into something else. You went from we were dating, everything was good, I'm willing to do stuff for you, to like these expectations, and your mom is involved. Where do all these fucking people come from directing your marriage?
yeah.
Tell me, listen, my thing with that is all these people that got their hands in the pot, you show me a successful marriage. Like that
That's
you're
my
involved
point.
in.
Well,
Right.
Other than that, mind your fucking
Right.
business.
There's never
See,
been
I
perfect.
don't-
Mind your business.
Right.
Well, I don't know anybody that's happily married, to be honest. Hey, I'm going to say it. Everybody that's in a relationship that I know or that's married is cheating.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I not everybody I know, but I'm
Okay, you
kings
just
I
don't
know. A lot.
know about it.
None of the
A
kings
lot.
I know.
A lot, yeah,
not
but-
all.
none of the
Okay.
kings I know.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
Everybody's cheating. Both parties?
Hell yeah. Women, what?
You like to cheat?
I don't cheat.
Oh
I'm
well,
single.
you not cheated. Okay.
I am
so,
single.
So for me, marriage 6 months. No, I don't even bring my kids around people in 6 months. Really, yeah, like
I don't
it's
bring
it's,
nobody around my kids.
it's hard for me to even fathom that. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like I have a daughter. You know what I mean? Like I can't bring anybody
I was
around
about
her.
to say 6 months. You might just find out that I have a kid.
No bullshit.
I ain't tell you that. My bad.
You ain't know my baby was 3?
Yeah, my bad. I ain't tell you I was going to my son graduation.
When I was telling you I was with my homie, that's
that's
him.
my
My
homie. That's
little
my
homie, my
little
broke homie.
Like, when I told you I was putting a suit on, I ain't tell you I was going to his high school graduation. My bad, man. I be
No,
slipping
man,
up.
6 months is not. To me, I can't fathom that. I can't fathom even processing getting to know somebody in 6 months.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Mm-hmm.
So how many times, or not to get too personal, like me, I never have a man come to my house. I've never had sex in my home. Like my home is for my kids. So how many times have y'all snuck in to a girl's?
Snuck in.
Well, I don't sneak in because I personally find it weird that go have sex with a girl and her kids at home.
Okay.
I kind of look at her as
100%.
Turning her horny down. Because I could just imagine, like, I don't know your baby father from a can of paint, but I feel like that would be weird for him to find out that's some shit that's going on. Like, one day I'm in here, we whatever. Oh yeah, Mr. E just left. Who the fuck is Mr. E? Like, and then I don't know.
He
Nah.
gonna be like the cop.
I ain't never snuck in nowhere, but going to women's houses it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
It's
It happens all
just
the
like
time.
vice versa.
Yeah, it happens all the
Okay.
time.
But snuck in.
Snuck
no.
in. I ain't
Have
sneaking.
I
I
been
ain't
in women's
sneaking.
houses?
Yeah.
I think they're
Sure.
more bold.
Well,
like he
okay,
gonna be in his
maybe-
room or she gonna be in
Okay,
his
that's
room.
what I mean.
something
I'm
like
sorry.
that.
To
Are we-
me,
Oh yeah, I just.
Do you
feel
just say
weird
in
about
general
that.
in a woman's house?
like with her kids being there, you coming over to hit.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have.
I think I might have
I mean,
had though.
but I think we
everybody
established a
has, I think.
relationship.
It's definitely
to where as though
I ain't.
It had to be
I feel
somebody I knew
comfortable
too,
enough.
though.
Right.
Like,
I
and I have-
In that
Of
sense,
course
like,
you know that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, not
No.
somebody I just met and they like, all right, well, come over. Little Daquan is sleep. He sleeps all night. It's like, I ain't gonna come over there. And now I'm stroking all nervous for the 7 minutes because every little sound I hear, I think some cracking the door open.
7 minutes to turn to 9.
Yeah, and I'm sweating. Like, I ain't even sweating because of the sex. I'm sweating because I think I'm about to get caught. And shit. Like,
No.
Yeah.
Well, let
Hold
me
on.
ask you, Nery, do you think like women fumble good guys?
No.
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 they keep the ones they want.
The reality is there may be more women to men, but we have the options. So when you mean fumble, what? We know who we want to be with and who we don't.
So
That we can honestly be dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fumbling if you don't. It's never a fumble if you don't even know what the fuck you want.
So there's not no guy in your life that you realize you fucked
Hell
up
no.
with that you would.
Hell no.
See, that's just speaking to him.
No,
Now
that's-
talking to him.
Yeah,
I
right.
have a reverse question for y'all. Y'all think somebody fumbled y'all?
Absolutely.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course y'all think that.
No, but I mean,
Like
it
some
shows.
dice.
It shows, and they don't stop.
Okay.
And when I say don't stop, I feel like all right. So in a sense, I've had women say, "Oh, this is good because he keeps trying." No, he keeps trying because you're easy access. You're going to allow it.
Right.
So like, if you were to cut it short and he will leave you alone eventually, or he'll keep trying because he really wants you. And I think with men, it
That's
happens the
crazy.
same thing too. No, it's the truth. You you disagree?
So me personally, I'm dared to be compared to. Like you, if I ever dealt with you, I'm in your mind and in your heart. So it's never.
Your pockets too.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things. Like, I give 100%, even maybe 110.
So you don't think a man fumbled you?
Oh, they all fumble.
Of course. Makes
Her.
sense.
No, let me say why. Let me say why. Because a lot of the time, pride comes into play. Like, should I do this? Will I do? Like a lot of intricate things. I don't move like that. I move very genuine. So when I do something, whether you give 10, 20, 100, I'm still moving at 100. So when I leave, I ain't gotta wonder should have did this.
All your years of life, you've been this way.
100. Listen.
You just said certain things came with growth, so you had to grow into certain things. So
No. If you wanted me to change, that was like I had a guy trying to date me. He said, "You know what your problem is?" In the conversation, he said it 3 times. So I was like, "Okay, Nery, how you gonna say this without sounding like a bitch or sounding too assertive?" So I said, let me be very clear. I said, this isn't a problem. This is going to be a problem for you. This is who I am. You're trying to invade my space, telling me you a good fit for me. You don't even know me. So ain't nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with any man either. I tell women that all the time. Stop saying, oh, he don't. No. This works because he's been doing it. It's something about you that needs to make him feel like he need to either do more, change, or something. You not add enough value to that man's life for him to see something different in you. This ain't got nothing to do with him or me.
I concur.
I agree with that though.
So
I
every
put
dude
it
I've
like that,
dealt
yeah.
with has definitely leveled up in a sense of whether they were emotionally available, needed to make more money, decided to be more like about their business or get on their dean. I've always every person I've encountered, I'll say that, I have actually left them with something. And that's the thing. A woman is going to leave you with something, not take something from you. It's a difference. So the men that I've involved myself with to this day, 8 years ago, still texting me, I love
See,
you.
that's exactly what I just was referring to right there.
But but see, they genuinely love me where they all came to the restaurant and sat look like a damn choo-choo train.
Oh, you like Nola B? No, what's her name? Nola B from
No,
She's Gotta
no.
Have It.
Nola Darling.
No.
Darling.
Nola had situations she was dealing with all at once. I don't
These was all
entertain that
old
kind of
plays.
thing. What I'm saying is, they still fuck with me heavily because I was genuine about mine. And some of them fumbled only because they didn't know how to take me. You know, y'all men have at least 5 women, and it's 2 that y'all really like, and it's coming down to which one out of the 2. And there's still the extra spare 3. You know, the fill-ins, something to do when ain't nothing to do.
Starting 5?
Starting
5.
It's always
Somebody
and people-
schooling
and you know-
Nery.
No, it is like.
She got somebody
Who out here
phone
giving out
tap.
men's secrets?
She got somebody phone
No, it's
tap.
always, but that's men and women. It's always.
Women be having a starting 5.
Oh,
too?
fucking right. Hell yeah, nigga.
It's
They got the
always
food
somebody.
dude.
No. There's no such thing as that. We go.
They
we
got
don't-
a starting 5.
First of all, we
The
don't want to go
handyman.
with anybody. We don't want to be in the presence of anybody that we don't want to be in the presence of.
Speak
so
for
that
yourself.
bullshit.
Because women
Some girls
definitely
just
go out
need
on
to
All right,
get
so
some
listen, I've never gone on vacation with a man, and I will refuse to do it. So when I was younger, we were having kids and paying bills, and now that I'm older, I get invited to a lot of, like, I get DMs and all types of stuff and gifts, and I'll be like, I'm not going nowhere with you.
Why
Number
is that?
one, because the experience for me, I want to remember. I want to share that with somebody I actually want to deal with. I don't do nothing that's temporary.
So I'm saying, so out of all the guys that you ever dated, none of them you felt was
No.
good enough to take
So
a vacation
listen,
with?
just like the situation with marriage in 6 months, I know off the rip, if I'm going to deal with you longer than 3 months, or I can keep you around because really you're not in the way. If you have these expectations of me, then I might have to pull out.
I don't pull out.
No.
Only thing pull
I
out
mean,
my couch.
I'm talking about pull out meaning like if you expecting me to invest in certain things in you or do certain things, I may have to say this ain't for me because then it's gonna really show the nature of our relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right,
for me, like I ain't doing it.
I got something real quick. I posted it on the page. You're a successful woman.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have, unfortunately, disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing, I'm not blaming
The
women.
women are going to hate him for that shit.
No, see, the
They
thing
are
is,
going to hate him for that.
they should
I can't
love
wait
me.
to put this shit out.
All right, you want me to answer that? I had no idea that y'all really need us to be needy. Because y'all need to have some sense of how can I fix? You know, women, we start off projects, but y'all finish it. Y'all ensure that it gets done. You know, y'all are good at 3 things at a time: working, providing, you know, the other part. So with women, we multitask improperly. You know what I'm saying? And when we think we're supposed to have our own money, be a certain way. Now, like even with me, I got this house and I started thinking, I'm like, I don't even have company. I don't sit in my living room, have dinner. Like I have dinner with my kids, but I don't have company. Why do I got this huge house? Reality is I was supposed to have this house with my husband. We supposed to fix it. I'm in here drywalling, fixing stuff, fixing the garage. I think y'all seen that. Like I can do anything. So what is a man coming into my life? He already like, what am I supposed to do for you? You already have money. You already like, what am I supposed to do? So unfortunately, that is very true. The difference is you got to find somebody. If you have all these things, you got to find somebody that understands from the beginning of time, I am here to help you. All of these accolades that I have are to help you. But if you can't accept it, most men won't even ask for help. A real man barely going to say he got some shit going on with his credit, personal, or anything, because at that moment you look weak. But you only weak to a woman that doesn't understand her purpose was to help you in the first place. Even if, like, a lot of women won't admit it, they can't wait, they fall in love with you until it's time for them to be honest with themselves and say, if I help him,
Will he leave me?
yeah, if I help him, is he gonna find somebody else? Reality is men are more loyal than women. A man, y'all won't even tell us we gain weight. You don't even suck dick the way you used to when I got married to you. You don't do this. It's a bunch of things.
They gonna want to tussle you.
They will not. You know, y'all will really be more loyal to us because y'all here because y'all are with us because y'all know what loyalty is.
I think
a woman,
stand.
we immediately are going to leave you because I'm not happy. I can't do this anymore. Do what? Bitch, I just put a line of credit to buy this house.
Right.
I done stop hanging with my friends weekly. I done gave you a kid, gave you a ring. The fucking wish list doesn't stop. And you do know we're unsatisfied, right?
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because Kevin Samuels kind of said that, and I
Yeah,
looked it up
you-
when he was
you
saying
know.
like I think 80% of like women file for divorce anyway. Like
We
men
do.
never file.
Men rarely file.
So it's like when you said like they're more loyal than women, it's like you kind of
We are
got to
not-
put
we are not.
something
We
behind
will
it.
leave you. Listen, we will leave you solely because we lost weight and we think we back. It's over. I'm going to have a hot girl summer because I done had your kids and I'm tired of this shit. What the fuck does that got to do with what we said to each other when we were supposed to be? Y'all will ride out with us. Oh, you wanna start a clothing line? No, damn well you can't dress. But all right, baby, let me give you this $5,000 to go on Etsy and start this fucking clothing line. You know, y'all will do that for us. We will not.
Go
We'll be
take
like,
motherfuckers. Go and then it's go take out a loan to go support his woman.
Hold on.
For sure.
A woman, when they were talking about that guy that said, who's the guy that said, I need $3,000 for my enemies? You can't do that to no black woman.
Oh, Simon.
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 The
40
only-
grand for my enemies. They after me, baby.
A woman will co-sign. Listen, the crazy part is, a black woman or whatever will co-sign for you because she thinks she got a ball and chain now.
Absolutely.
Think about that.
Oh, we know. we know.
Ball and chain. But God forbid she could just take out a loan and actually hand you the money. It's the same thing. She would never do that.
No.
But co-sign, oh, you know that's my car too.
I can take it back.
Oh, listen,
You
no,
ain't answering the
let her
phone.
catch you with a bitch in the car. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Let her catch you with a woman in the car.
Any
Oh, this
woman.
car in my name.
Any
You ride
woman.
around in my shit with
Yeah.
her. It's like, baby, I pay this. No.
Right.
Quick to tell you what they paid for.
So
But the man that never do that, he'll never like, bitch, this. They quick to like, no,
matter
you
of
got to
fact,
do this.
Keep
matter
all
of
the
fact, if a
tabs.
man catches a woman cheating, he's still not going to take from her because whatever is provided for already. You may be done. You could be done with me,
Oh, I
but
ain't
you
taking
never.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
have
have
it.
it.
Yeah, you
You
ain't
can
gonna
have
leave
it.
her high and dry.
But I don't give a fuck how you getting to work tomorrow. I'm
Yo,
taking the car.
That's real shit.
So the reality is,
That's
you
real
know,
shit, dog. That's real shit.
The
Wow.
reality
Yo,
is,
make sure you
gotta
zoom
put
in
a-
and get
I'm
some
gonna
of
tell
that.
you now.
It's so
this
crazy.
pod, they not gonna like this one.
Yo, listen.
They ain't gonna like
no,
none of this.
on some real shit because I remember that. I remember I was renting cars in the girl name. Man, and we just was fucking. We wasn't in a relationship or
too
nothing.
much.
We just was all we were doing was fucking. Wasn't in a relationship. She knew my situation, whatever the case may be. Man, she found out I was talking to another chick. She pulled up at the crib. Yeah, I need the keys. I'm like, well, I got work. And I need that.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah,
like
women,
that's
you
how
know.
you knew my situation. Like, you know what's
It's-
up.
it's
No, I need that.
unfortunate. It is.
Our thing is, baby, it's a gift.
It's
Like,
you can have
You
it.
can have it.
because
Listen,
you know what you lost once you take it back and when I'm
Right.
going.
Right,
And she's gonna call you back because now she got to figure out how to make that car payment too.
right.
Dumb.
that's on
Just
you.
dumb.
Just
baby.
dumb.
That's on you now.
Stupid.
Keep it. You can
That's
have
See,
it.
like-
that's the thing about being emotional. Like, I don't know what happened to me, but it happened. So, like, I just don't care about stuff that has nothing to do with me. So, like, when I talk to people and they feel comfortable enough telling me what they got going on or how they move, you know, sometimes people talk too much. If you just listen, they'll tell you what's really going on. We women steady, we want this. When you taking me out, let him offer. Let
Absolutely.
him
Yeah.
tell
One thing
you.
I
Say
ain't
that
gonna-
all the time.
We say it all the time.
All
Don't
the time.
tell me when I'm going to take. When
Don't
you,
ask me to take you
I'm
out.
going to take you out.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, I'm saying.
No,
No, I'm saying.
yeah.
Before you ask, don't
Yeah.
ask me. I know in my mind when or if I want to take you out.
Exactly.
Right.
100%.
The
It's
other
never.
thing-
You
this
can't
is
bully me into taking you
Yeah,
out.
the crazy
Right.
part is, why should I?
Right.
Like, it's 1,000 of y'all.
Right.
Kanye West said, he said,
1,000 users, only one of me.
yeah, Kanye said, I mean, it's the truth. Even myself, I know that. Like, I'm, younger women, older women, in between. It's a bunch of us. So to me, it's like, I don't.
Everybody's not date worthy.
That's
No.
like the
Everybody,
girls
like some people, some of y'all just, hey, y'all just come to the crib. And if you're not satisfied with that, okay, bye.
But it's just-
I'm just being honest, though.
it's the ecosystem kind of. It's like, because for you, that's where she at. But for the nigga that she don't like is trying to fly around the world.
And
It's-
she don't want no parts of
she
him.
don't like
he
him,
really
though.
probably not trying to
Yeah.
fly around the world. He just
I
spitting
mean,
game
that
to
could be
her.
it too. But that's the same way we always say why girls want to be. They want to investigate. They find out that you cheating. They cry and then they don't want to leave. Why stir up the pot if you're not going to tip it over? Like why make it?
Well, I don't know. I can't really answer.
It's
I don't.
like you're not leaving. You're not leaving.
I haven't been through somebody's phone since I was a teenager, so like I really just don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just. I mean, at this point in life, like we're just not doing
We're
that.
not doing
shit.
that
We're not doing that shit. Yo.
earlier.
Sorry, I'm too old. I'm 35 years old. I wake up, my back hurt. Like,
eyesight ain't the same.
Exactly. Like,
Yo.
Onk tired. Like, Onk ain't got time for this shit, baby.
I done work hard.
I work hard. I'm Onk tired.
The meme said the meme was like, I'm never going to no guy phone again. I never seen a pussy that big. Yo, I was fucking crying. Yo.
But that's the same thing for y'all. Like, don't go through my girlfriend said it. My girlfriend Toy said it today. She said we in the car, and I'm asking her to send because she's here sometimes. So I said, Toy, I need you to send me the picture for the photographer of the French toast or whatever. And she's going through her phone. I guess she's seeing stuff that's in her phone. She said, Nery, you know you my best friend. She said, bury me with both of my cell phones. Don't let me know.
Listen,
I'm gonna eat mine.
I give you a story. Back in the day, back in the day,
Eat your cell phone.
one of my homies, we not cool no more. Like we I don't see him no more. The nigga said he went through his girl phone and found a meat pick in there that shitted on his. And that
Why
nigga
was he staring at it for so long?
Yo, the nigga said he ain't eat for a week, dog. Yo,
I'm trying to tell
and
you.
it's just like that would hurt. Like damn, like you wait.
The stuff that
You taking this? Really?
So you just be lying to me when you having sex
lying
with
to me,
me,
right?
You telling me I'm hurt?
I'm in
it
your
hurt.
stomach.
Right?
I'm in
Where
your
the fuck
stomach.
he at? Then?
Right here.
In his chest?
He in
Like, goddamn.
He in your heart.
Where he at? It's like damn. Like you go in the mirror like. Really?
That's cause girls love niggas. They'll it'll be the best sex when y'all in love with each other. I
Okay,
seen a girl
absolutely.
bashing a nigga last night. Little dick ass baby five or such. Then added him on the joint. I'm like, I see girls do shit
That's
like that.
another
I don't even want to follow them no more.
No.
Why you even want to deal with somebody
But
like
my
that, though?
dick
You feel
wasn't
me?
never little until today. I didn't give you the child support money. Now I got the
Now I'm a little different.
now it's always been little. That's why she felt comfortable talking that shit to you. Trust me. When a
Well, it wasn't
woman,
me,
when a
but-
woman, okay, not you.
Well, was
I
it me?
think I probably been a little dick a million times when girls was upset. I can only imagine. I don't give a fuck. Like,
But that's the caliber of woman you're dealing with. Like, I would never, well, I don't. You'd never know that I'm in a relationship, not in a relationship, or nothing. And that's how I should really be carried, because my personal life has nothing to do with social media. And I think a lot of people, this is why I don't like this narrative that we're trying to push with the putting the camera down and showing this black love. Is it really black love?
No, it's for likes.
it's for entertainment.
Either way,
I'm gonna tell you
it is
this.
an intricate personal experience that you should not be sharing with the world. That's why it never works. I'm just waiting for this one couple for it to be over. For it to be over so I can see how, because he talked, I've seen him.
I probably know what couple you're talking
I
about.
know exactly what couple you talking
because
about. They had a little turmoil as of lately.
I have no idea, but I've seen him go ham on a guy. I could just imagine his personality with a woman. So I'm
Like
just,
cursing the guy out.
like something happened, business, and he, screenshots and everything. I'm like, what kind of
niggas do,
yeah,
right?
where you cut from?
Yeah, you question
Yeah,
his
so it's
masculinity.
His
like-
masculinity.
Yeah, because you ain't supposed to do that shit.
You look like a sucker for arguing
do.
with anybody online. You look like even
Period.
worse of a sucker for arguing with a
with a
woman
woman.
online.
Yeah,
Or
but they
argue with a
would do
man
it.
online.
But
That's
they
what I'm
would
saying.
do
I
it.
ain't with nobody.
I ain't with nobody.
I
Number
see you.
one, yeah,
That's
number
like-
one, it should never be there.
Niggas be online like, yeah, I don't do this internet shit. Well, how am I watching this argument take
Yeah.
place?
Right,
This
right.
is on the internet.
It's just a different era than we grew up in, because now it's like the microwave society. I got to show you everything. Nothing's behind the curtain anymore. Everybody removed the curtain.
Right.
So
And-
now, like you saying, like, no, you're not putting nothing online. It's just like, yeah.
I'ma just go ahead and say this.
I'm keeping this personal for me. Like, I got to have something for me. If I put everything out there, what's left for me?
Right.
I
I'ma
think
just-
you keep. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say this: posting shit that you do for your folks is reverse fishing. All right.
Yeah, because you
It's
want a
just
girl to
reverse
be
fishing.
like, oh, that's what they want. It's just a game. It's
Oh,
a
I
game.
bought her this. I bought her that.
All that shit
It's
is a
reverse
game.
fishing.
You got guys that's funny that get girls on Instagram. You got guys that's good looking that get girls on Instagram. You got the guys who play off of girls' insecurities with the "I love thy Black Queen and poetry, not poetry, but
The
like
Grand Rising.
all
Grand
that
Rising
shit.
niggas.
Like it's just
Grand Rising
it's
niggas.
all a
Just
game.
send them $1,500 for lunch or something
and then,
like that.
and then girls will
That
do
I have had happen.
girls do the same shit. Like
How much lunch you getting for $1,500?
He was. He
didn't
trust
want
me,
lunch.
He didn't want lunch.
he wanted to eat, but it
He
wasn't
wanted
about
lunch.
lunch. You know what I'm saying?
I posted it jokingly, and somebody sent it.
More power to him, though. I mean, because if I was in that kind of mood financially,
That's
I could
another
see
thing.
me
Yeah.
doing that shit.
Absolutely.
So like my ex, he used to tell me, he was like, Nery, treat a man accordingly. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, if anything ever happened to me, which it did, rest your soul, Nick. He said, if this is at the time, we're all around the same age, right? He was like, if he has a Bonneville, respect that he's in the Bonneville, but make him open the door. But if he has a G5, make him land it on the grass and pick you up. So with that being said, I feel like what people don't share is, I'll date a 9 to 5, but I'll also attract an athlete or a millionaire.
Absolutely.
And everybody gets treated differently based on what they have going on.
Right.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not looking
I
for
mean,
the same
that is
thing
what it
from-
is.
from-
Only
no.
a person can only do what's in their.
See,
their
but
reach.
that within itself is a problem. Not that's a problem. That's the right way to look at it. But then you'll have a woman that will date a man that is a working man and expect drug
All this
dealer
kind of
and
stuff.
millionaire type things.
But you'll
from
have
her.
the woman say, but you knew what it was when you came looking for me.
No.
They
Right,
do.
right,
We-
right,
we-
right, right,
they
right,
do
right.
it.
Yeah.
But no, some dudes do set themselves up by starting off on some trick and shit. So you
See,
kind
but you
of make
can't-
it. You kind of make it that way. So as soon as the well run dry and she goes somewhere else, you
Talking to
can't
Mike,
be
too.
mad. You
Maybe.
can't be mad because that's how you approach the situation.
I literally have run into people that have not an expectation. They have they already have, think they have me figured out. So they expected me to date a certain type of dude. And I'm like, you don't know me. So how do you think you know what I'm expecting? How you know I'm busting my ass? How you don't know how much money I make? You don't know what I got
Right,
going
image.
on.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
what they
I'm saying? So
perceive.
it's like perception. That's
Right.
what it is.
Perception, yeah,
And
perception.
perception is one of those things. Like I literally, this guy was, I liked him. I don't date men with kids. No disrespect or whatever, but.
All right, we don't date
I don't want you
I'm
anyway.
just saying.
That's all right.
You know,
I'm not
what you-
offended.
I'm not offended.
You know, we talk about that selfishness in me or whatever. So,
Let me be clear.
I ain't offended.
Put
at
this
all,
on a record.
sweetness.
but he had all these things that I like, but the nigga was a headache. And so I guess he realized, it took him 7 years to realize that I wasn't what he thought I was.
Y'all dated for 7 years?
No. It was like we became friends, but we mutually seen each other in passing and things like that.
Okay.
And then his friend was like, I told you she'd be chilling. Like, what you thought isn't really reality. And now he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, nigga, you a headache. Like, I'm cool on you now.
Right.
I'm like, you will be a friend.
Right.
And, that's the thing with perception is like you assume something without actually. And a lot of people don't ask the right questions. Like, what are your expectations?
We had an episode
Like,
on
what are your
Ask Them
expectations?
Questions where we talked about people asking the right questions when you're dating or trying to get to know somebody.
And everybody
Can
has
you
a
twerk?
season. I may be in a season where I'm just trying to hang out.
Right.
But if I'm in my mind, I'm like, you know what, I want a relationship now. So then I'll ask those questions and say, do you have this? Are you doing this? What's your time frame? Do you have time to actually date? Do you always have your like that whole y'all I don't know why when it is a baby dad, y'all gotta be super dad. Why I can't get the dad that's not involved if I'm gonna mess with somebody's baby dad? Why I gotta get the accolade, the transformer whole bedroom at the house and the fucking room, and the cars on the fucking step where you fuck up your leg going up the steps in the dark.
For
No.
sure. That's,
That's your commitment.
That's definitely our cribs.
Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, that's definitely. It's
You
a
tell
flip.
people, come in, watch the dinosaurs on the floor, watch the Legos.
No, I can't never get the dad that just ain't involved. Like, yeah, I got a kid with Keisha, but that's not,
Well, I mean, you get an
Sheesh.
older, you might get a kid, somebody who got older, like an older kid. He's less involved,
no,
less hands on.
No.
What's
may
less
end
hands
up-
on? I know. Listen,
You may end up with a guy that has some kids, though.
no.
You
She's
never
saying that now.
know.
You never
You
know.
never
I'm not
know.
totally against it. I just don't want it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We
So
don't
no
have
more
to-
kids for you then.
Yeah, we'll get somebody a kid. Just know that that's your kid. We Muslim. We Muslim. That is your kid on the way out the door.
Okay,
Bye.
got you. Okay.
Teddy's going with you.
You got a letter, Lynn?
Well, I do got something since a business owner. I saw this. So, A waitress was fired for not sharing her $4,000 tip with her coworkers. The owner also wanted to cut.
What?
She said pooling tips never happened in 3 years she worked there. How would you feel if one of your employees got a $4,000 tip?
That's your money.
That's their money.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
This is my thing. I think it's only us again with this self entitlement. When you play the lottery, the gas station.
This was a white establishment too.
Yeah, but when you play the lottery, they do get a cut. But that's already written somewhere. So most of the time, what we fail to do is not have a handbook. I have a handbook here. When you work here, even though it's a small business, it was certain things that when I took my time to start my business, like if you quit and you leave me high and dry, you don't get your last check. I'm high and dry. So make sure you give me your 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hello.
But you know what? That's just like that. The big Super Bowl thing with a stripper strip, and they all sign this waiver, not paying attention to it. They just think they're gonna make all this money. All these rappers. They only were the rappers threw a combined amount of $1 million, but they only made like a couple thousand a piece. But this was fucked up. You sat there and counted $1 million in cash, so it looked cool. But then you had to get that shit to somebody for them to give you $2,000 back.
Y'all would have had to come and lock me up.
Gotta read the fine print.
Definitely gotta read the fine print. So you're not having an official no grand opening.
No.
But you are open.
I am open. This Sunday was amazing. We had a 2-hour wait. Can you imagine a 2-hour wait in Delaware?
No.
That was crazy.
Can they reserve spots on Open Table?
Yes,
like, okay.
You can reserve reservation on Open Table, and we also have our own website where you can actually do a reservation on there.
Tell them the difference between the different ordering online and coming in. That you can't get no bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh
here.
yeah.
Tell them the difference.
So
you gotta make it clear.
Okay. So my restaurant does not offer takeout because I want to ensure the quality of the food. But we do have something else that we are pushing out, and I'll talk about that at a later date once it's up and running, where you can get those things, but it will be only DoorDash, Uber Eats, and things like that. So, like for me, when you come here, you're actually coming for the experience, the quality of the food, the customer service, the interaction with the chef, myself, and owner, operator. You know, all of those.
DoorDash.
Huh?
You can't send that through DoorDash.
What?
They can't experience that through DoorDash.
That's my point.
Right.
But you can get your egg and cheese on DoorDash.
Right.
Yeah.
Girl DoorDash my food 2 weeks ago. She had 2 dudes in the car and a cracked windshield. I said, shit, I don't even know if I want to fuck it. They probably ate half the platter.
But yeah, when you do delivery services like that, I feel like it takes away from the quality of your food. I don't care if you can put it in the microwave. I don't want you to have to microwave it. I want you to come in. I want to be able to talk to you and ask you, should we do something different? How was your experience? Did you like the food? And that's really how we worked on the menu. What people don't know is that we pushed out the menu for about 4 weeks, and whatever sold the most we kept. So we tried different things every week on the menu. Pretty much everything stayed. I added some favorites of my own. This banana Foster French toast.
I'm gonna tell you this: that caramel chicken,
Caramel chicken
in the what's that? The lobster.
The lobster waffle.
The lobster waffle.
Lobster waffle.
Then that banana that.
Yeah, just so y'all know,
they was here since 2 o'clock.
Me and Sean, we're light skinned, so we didn't get to experience the food. Yeah.
We got pictures and stuff. We got pictures and videos of the food, so you'll be able to check everything out on the YouTube. We'll definitely be posting pictures.
YouTube, Instagram,
yeah.
And I just wanted y'all to know she backed down from a cook-off. I offered it. And she was like, "Nah, I don't want no smoke with you, big dog." I said, "All right, I respect it." Plus, I ain't come dressed to cook anyway. It's a whole thing.
I have a whole bunch of chef jackets in the back and pants and
you got my size?
I got your size.
Are they cropped? Because that's the only way he's going to wear one.
No, it's the crop top. He want a crop top.
The only way he's going to wear that jacket.
Kid Cudi wears those. I'm in for that.
You can wear my extra small.
Nah. I'm a medium.
That probably ain't even small enough for him.
Medium long.
So you guys, Lynn, did you want to? No, never mind. I guess we could talk about it a different episode. You guys got any tips of the week? Cheers.
Damn, no, I wasn't even prepared.
You wasn't prepared.
You like to go in the class.
I thought you was about to go into something else real quick.
Do you know what page we on?
Now you know what I do. I wanted to get this joint.
Because you know he can't read.
Niggas asked me for the tip that they ain't gonna let me talk.
This shit's upset, dog.
Yeah,
We
I'm
in
about to turn
Delaware.
red. Come
We in
on,
Delaware
come
now.
on.
Y'all
Making
know
me
this shit
upset.
is neck of the woods. Like, I mean,
Nah, but look though, I had a situation, yo. I spoke about this before as a tip of the week, but fellas, first and foremost, stop going through your ladies' phones, and secondly, stop calling niggas trying to figure out who they are and who your girls is texting. Like that type of shit is just very weird.
I'm telling you now. When you
is
call
like-
me, I'm cousin Pete.
That shit real weird, man. Like
I'm
just
get under your skin since you want to be.
like, just stop doing that, man. That's my tip of the week.
My tip of the week is just live life, man. It's very short. Live it. All right.
And come to Blume.
Come to Blume. Listen to The Office. Get your TV hung by Feek. Let Lynn make sure your kid's not bad. Shit like that, man.
If you need to place him, Lenny got a place you can place him at.
Lynn's the guy. If your kids are bad, he's still the
Lynn run
guy.
into your kid, you are bad.
Yes,
Lynn
you
at the
are.
door is over, huh?
No, no.
It's like
It's
ice.
too late now.
I work at McDonald's on Broad and Gerard. Listen to them.
Yeah, he the one that
Ice.
give out the Happy Meals to the kids.
You got a tip, Len?
Definitely come to breakfast at Blume for sure, and stop attending every argument you're invited to.
I like that one. I like that. I like that one.
That was sassy, but good.
Sassy but classy.
Exactly. Just like Lynn. Lynn is Carlton off New Fresh
I was about to
Prince.
finish it with the City Girl verse.
Just so y'all,
Fucking bag me.
just so y'all know,
Yo, I'm about to finish it with the City Girl.
just so y'all
Shout
know,
out to the City Girls.
Shout out to the
Lynn
City Girls.
is Carlton off the New Fresh Prince. Everything about him
Who
minus
will?
the Zanny snoring.
Yo, that's funny.
I don't know who Will is, but he's Carlton.
I don't know who will.
I know who Will
He's
is.
Carlton.
You
bro.
got- you got
We
tip?
figure out who Will is.
Just stay hungry, man. Just stay aggressive. Just keep doing what you want and like what you're doing.
And don't wear jean jackets. That's distress like feet.
or do like let's take a vote.
We're just gonna let Nery do it.
Just remain humble and grateful. Don't tell your side of the story. It'll tell itself.
Okay. Mine is stop letting the internet tell you how to live your life and where you should be at in life. Focus on your own personal goals and finish them. That's it. This Nas clocking out.
This is Nery clocking out.
His feet clocking out.
This Lynn clocking out.
The sticks clocking out.
This shit is clocking out.